That is working. I apologize for that.
Yep, can hear it just fine.
Okay. 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 So,
That was very informative and entertaining, of course. Quite the professional as always, Sparkle.
he looks at you, but of course. Would you like an autograph, sir?
I do believe I am good at the moment. Pleasure.
Absolutely. Madam, it was a pleasure meeting you. And your name again was
My name is Ayla.
Ayla. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I am the fabulous, amazing, dashing and debonair Iceberg Sparkle.
Thank you so much.
You hear a voice coming over. Isn't he, though? I think he's the greatest. Oh, isn't he so awesome? Yes. Hi. Nice to make your acquaintance. This is my big bro, Iceberg. I'm Snowflake. Nice to meet you. We gotta go now. Yes. We have to go. You got another fight here soon, bro? Yes, ma'am. Let's go. Nice to make your acquaintance, Ayla. If you ever are interested in wrestling, let me know.
I certainly will, sir. Thank you for your assistance this morning.
The little girl there looks up at you. He's taken. And will walk off with him in tow, dragging him along like a little 11-year-old with a big brother.
Tarzan,
Leaving you with a couple other people.
Tarzan, did you know how to throw somebody like that?
Yes, but if I were to throw somebody like that, I'm going to continue, and one of two things will happen. One, I will try to bed them, or two, I will kill them. There's really not any in between.
Both would be very effective.
Depending on who the person involved in throwing is. Sure.
So,
anyways, he was 100% flirting with her. Like, 100%.
That's how I came across to me.
And you can go introduce yourself. You're the more social one of us. I'm going to go buy the gnome who danced on me a drink. At least start a tab for him.
You gonna make him apologize for that?
No. But if I ever see him outside this place, game on.
So Twilight will go up to Miss Ayla Taylor and introduce himself and the small party that we have here at the Fight Club. And we'll proceed to inform about our impending mission to rescue a former companion of ours in the Land of Dragons, if she's interested.
Of course I'm interested. I am always in a mood to help people.
We cannot guarantee your safety. But if we head back to the consortium, I'll introduce you to my lovely wife, and we can talk with Kerfex about getting you a temporary membership with potential for further utilization.
Well, that would just be most excellent, sir. I do declare I really may be helpful in this situation.
That's going to take some getting used to. In the party, we've got Narzel, who you watched fight alongside of Islaren, the lovely paladin here. And my wife is back at the consortium. You'll meet her later.
I look forward to it, sir.
And where did our other companion run off to?
You look around and you don't see any sign of him.
There's one more, also a newcomer like yourself. Not sure where they've gone off after. Anyway, we do sail in the morning. So it's best if we head back to the consortium and get you situated before we head out.
Lead on, good sir.
And we head off.
All right. So you guys head out of the Knuckle Dusters Fight Club and out into the town of Nausea. Where would you guys like to go as a group?
Does Lauren, do you need anything else this evening?
Yes. That is all I require at this point.
Like you go was a good nap myself. 8 hours.
Been quite a long day.
In that case, I think we should head to the consortium.
Okay. Cool. So you guys head off to the Longstriders Consortium. As you guys approach the long brown building with a sign outside that says Adventurers Welcome, you guys go ahead and walk in. As you do so, a young man comes running up to greet you. Ah, how can I help you guys? Are you guys here for lunch, dinner, breakfast? What do you need? You guys need a snack? You need food, victuals, rations? What do you need? Anything? My name's Brad. You're new. The rest of you aren't new. Can I get you guys a table? Come right over here. I got you all set. Right now. Right over here. Yep. Take a seat. Take a seat. Good. Water for everybody? Or you guys need to drink? Yes? Okay, cool. And he goes running off.
And that is Brad. Be sure to tip him when you can.
He's a good man,
Wait.
but man, does he talk fast.
He comes running back and with a pitcher of water and 6 glasses, slides them on the table. There you go. Do you guys need anything else? You got some cold fish? Anything? Yes, smokes? No.
Steaks,
Yes,
eggs, and ale?
pretzels, cheese, steaks, eggs, and ale. Got it. Anything for the rest of you guys? No? All right, cool. I'll be right back. And he goes running off to the kitchen and the door slams shut.
Y'all hold fast. I'm gonna get covered. I'll be back.
Ms. Lauren will take her water, add a pinch of salt to it, and start drinking it.
Okay.
I know that's normal for you, but every time I see you, dude, all it does is make me even thirstier. Narzaro kind of grabs his own glass and like starts downing it.
I
It goes
slowly
upstairs.
reach out.
Go ahead.
I slowly reach out and grab my glass and fill it. And it says, "Water, one of the nicest things that the gods ever gave us."
Indeed.
After just a moment, Brad comes running back. Oh, he left. Did any of you guys want the
Back.
steak? Oh, he'll be
Get
back? Okay,
here.
right here? Yeah, it's cool. I'll get him right here. Here's a steak knife, fork, and a couple of spoons, just in case he wants it. We put some horseradish topping on top of it, just make it good. Got some garlic and some grilled onions on the side. Anything else for the rest of you? There's a fried egg. Got some ale. Puts a pitcher down with the cup. Sets it all down. Anything for the rest of you? Anything snacks? Got some pretzels, beer nuts. Here you go. Pretzels, beer nuts. Good. All right. You guys have a wonderful time. I'll be right back.
I'll return with Kerfix and Covet in tow.
Okay. Coming down the stairs, you hear thud, thud, thud. And as you look over towards the stairs there, Ayla, the first thing you see is a 14-inch diameter hoof, followed by large brown leather pants, a brown leather vest, and the white muscled form of a minotaur.
My, what a big fella you are.
Nice to make your acquaintance, miss. My name's Perfect. What exactly, y'all are all together, right?
She's going to assist us with getting blood sword.
Oh, you're one of those recovenators.
Sir?
One of those people who gets people back. You know, the recovenators. They specialize in, recovenating people.
Well, I don't know.
Covet leans over and she's like, "You are the rescuer. You are a recovery person, recovenator."
A
Oh,
rescuification
now.
person. A rescuification person. That's what it was.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I can be if that's what is needed. I always like to help people.
Well, then you're going to be a welcome person here at the consortium. Now, we do have a steep hiring fee, of course, and unfortunately, as they have contracted you, the consortium won't be paying you. If you know what I mean. But, you seem mighty helpful. The question becomes, are you willing to pay the membership fee, at which point we would be able to pay you for any gigs? But, it is kind of steep, just for new people. We do charge a 20 gold membership fee.
Well,
Are you-
let me see what I have available.
Really?
Brad comes running by. Oh, here you go. Did you like your steak, egg, anything else? Toast? Okay, be right back. And he goes running off.
There's
Comes
a
running back
membership
with three
fee.
pieces of toast. He comes back with 3 pieces of toast and a jar of jam on the table. Anything else for the rest of you? No? All right, cool. Be right back.
I do not recall a membership fee myself.
When did
course
this
not.
get
Well,
implemented?
you all did a job in order to get hired on.
Is she not going
She's
to be
doing
part of the job?
as well.
Oh, well, if you insist, we can provide her with a membership as part of the reward for completion of the restitution of the abductee.
It seems only fair.
Of course. The kidnappification of Bloodsword was a unfortunalization of the understanding of freedom.
Hey, what's your relationship with Samara? That did not go down the way that I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you like Sammy, huh?
I had to strike an attempt at a deal.
See, Sammy and I, we go way back. Way back.
Evidently, it had absolutely no bearing on the conversation whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
She was more interested in
Acquisitions.
yeah.
Her, yeah. Acquisitions, yeah, that's really her. She's all about the coin and the things she can collect.
On a side note, Covet hollers to Brad that she needs a bowl of sugar cubes, please.
Brad comes sliding in and slides you a bowl of sugar cubes, one of 2 that he is carrying. In his other hand, he has a large pitcher of some brown liquid that does not have any head on it. And he is going to another table with that brown pitcher.
I wonder what that was in his picture.
He comes sliding back as he heard that. Oh, that was tea. I make a very special tea here. We use a variety of special herbs and a collection of teas from various lands. They come from a House of Flowers. It's a collection of specially brewed specifically for the Long Stairs Consortium. And then we add about 4 cups of sugar to it to make it kind of sweet. So if you would like some, I can go ahead and bring a picture over to you guys. Would you? Yes? All right,
Only
cool. I'll be
4
right back.
Oh,
cups?
yes,
Good lord.
please.
He
It's
goes into the
Southern
kitchen
super
and
sweet
comes right back.
tea.
He slides a pitcher onto the table with another bowl of sugar cubes. There you go. Is there anything else I can get for the rest of you?
Vodka.
Vodka. Oh, okay. And he moseys over to the bar and gets a bottle and brings it over and puts it in front of you. There you go. I'm not sure why
Thank you.
people like that.
So you
I'm
take
not a
so
big fan of fermented potatoes.
I'll show you. So
I see water.
she pours like 3/4 of a cup of sweet tea in her cup, and then she pours like just a little bit of vodka in it, and she mixes it together. And she's like, and she takes a nice big sip, and she's like, "This is heaven."
The question becomes, how much is a little vodka?
I'd say she fills up the cup with 3/4 of it with tea, and the rest of it is all vodka.
So
Okay.
about 4 ounces.
Wow.
I need a Constitution saving throw as Brad slowly backs away. And Kerfik's eyes are bugged out at you.
17.
With Constitution saving throw of 17. Covet is tipsy, edging on going very drunk.
It's gonna be a great night.
So,
He does.
perhaps maybe we should all do shots. Yes? Brad, we need shots. Celebrate them headed out. Yeah. And so Brad will come by and put a large green bottle. It's dusty, old. The stopper on it has got wax covering it. This is a sealed bottle of something.
I think
There you
I've
go.
seen that bottle before.
He puts a couple shot glasses on the table and backs away. You guys have fun with that. And he runs off. Kerfix smiles. Ugh. Protectorate brandy. You guys tried this before, right? He looks over at the
course.
Lauren.
Yes.
Now,
There's nothing
This-
quite like it.
oh, not at all. Not at all. Nothing at all like it. So, here you go. A little bit for you, a little bit for you, a little bit for you. My orc friend, Narzel, would you like some?
Nerzo kind of like grabs into his bag, pulls out a bottle. I've got some of mine. But yes,
Absolutely.
let's drink.
All right. Well, there you go. And he pours one for himself. To all of you. And he lifts up his shot glass, clinks for you guys, and watches as you guys go to take your shots. Everyone taking your shots?
I do not, because I'm still working on my tea and vodka.
I do.
Okay.
I raise
Okay.
it up. May you live for as long as you want and never want for as long as you live.
That's a good one. I prefer don't come back dead. No.
Of
And he
course.
goes to throw his
May
shot
the-
back.
The friendly currents ever guide you to your destination.
Ah, that's a good one. Good one. All right. So does everyone take their shots?
I do.
I do.
I do not. I just raise my sweet tea and vodka and drink that.
As you guys throw it all back, he puts his shot back on the table with his thumb over the top. He did not drink it. And he smiles. I've been sober now for 3 years. And
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
he smiles as the rest of you all need to make Constitution saving throws for shots. of Protectorate Brandy. Slarin has advantage, but he's still wasted. Narzel is unconscious.
Twilight
This is
is
Lauren.
Twilight's determined to have a good night.
Yeah. Good night is what we could say to a Slarin and Narzel as they are drunk. And then I need a Constitution saving throw from Ayla, please. And that's going to be on the left-hand side of the character sheet. Near the top. Should say Constitution save. Okay. Did you find that? There we go. Excellent. Yep. So the brandy is smooth. This is a excellent liqueur and tastes a little bit smoky. There's some caramel flavors in there. Really, really nice. So, what would you guys like to do at this point? As he is looking at you guys, half of you are drunk, the other half are not, and he asks, so, is there any supplies you need before you head out to rescuify your former compatriot?
Anything that you can provide to assist in us acquiring a mall egg to satisfy Samara's request?
A mall egg? I didn't know that
Bait,
shopping districts
distraction.
laid eggs.
Not a shopping district. It's a big old bird.
You're really off there, rocker.
No, not off rocker. She's just more
Yes.
relaxed. That's it. She's relaxed.
Very relaxed. Very.
And at that point, Kevin looked
big claws.
like these, and she gets Absinthe to come out and crawl across Islarin's lap and shows off his little claws. He's got big claws.
Bigger than those claws.
I'm not interested in experiencing claws, but I would like to be able to satisfy this request.
You know who would be interested in experiencing claws?
Santa Claus.
You're,
I don't know.
you're
I don't know. Don't know who Santa it. Yes. No, I was going to say a lawyer.
What's a lawyer?
Well,
They're the
there's
ones who
law in it.
Get you
so I'm
out of
not-
trouble when you're in it, or get people in trouble who are out of it.
Sounds beautiful. Sounds powerful.
That
I want to
sounds
be a lawyer
great.
when I grow up.
No.
I don't know what that is, but I want to hit it.
Like Ronaldus?
You guys hear a voice walk up to you as someone comes clip-clopping up behind you guys. Someone asked for a lawyer?
No.
Oh,
Did you want
walk off.
claws? Claws? Wait, do we have claws for? Oh, he's gone.
So sad. Come here, Absinthe. And you see, Isla, you see this green pseudo dragon crawl across the table back to Covet and sit in front of her, waiting for a sugar cube expectantly, which she does give.
Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
Miss Ayla, can I get you to roll a perception check as this little pseudo dragon goes to eat a sugar cube? Down in the middle of the screen, you should find perception. It should be alphabetized under that long list. Okay, with a 14, as the little dragon takes the sugar cube, Covet's eyes look at something else in the room for a moment. And as they do so, the little dragon takes the sugar cube, looks at you, and dissolves it in a puff of black smoke and inhales it through his nostrils as opposed to through his mouth.
Oh, how special.
That's what we
Covet,
call
as you look back at
abnormal.
Covet, as you look back at your little pseudo dragon, he licks his lips.
Aw, did you like the sugar cube? Do you want another?
Give it all the sugar cubes.
All the sugar cubes? If we did that, then he'll burn down Longstriders. I mean, there's nothing like a pseudo dragon on a sugar high. I mean, seriously.
I mean, he seemed fine last time. All he did was,
That
light a
was-
couple things on fire, then passed
That was
out.
with 6. That's not a whole bowl of sugar cubes.
But he's so cute.
A little
He
girl
could
walks up
be-
to you guys.
he-
I'm gonna snag a couple of those if you don't mind. It just, I kind of got a little bit of a hankering. Be right back. Thank you.
I
Bye.
think Brad's got more, but never mind.
I need a perception check from everyone in the party.
Please don't do me dirty.
Awesome. Got it.
My passive is a 15.
Understood. Excellent. All good. We're fine. Nothing's
Uh-huh.
wrong.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
We're all having
How
a good
much
time.
gold am I lighter?
You're not. You saw everything that happened.
What
But
am I missing?
Twilight, your water skin's gone.
Fortunately, I've got a second one.
And I know something must have happened to me.
Nope. She didn't take anything from you.
What should take from Narzel?
Nice kid.
From Narzel, nothing. You guys saw
Uh.
her take his water skin.
Oh. Ah.
Of course she did.
She must have needed it
She's-
desperately.
No, that's just something she likes to do.
And she likes getting into trouble.
She's a wolf in sheep's clothing, I tell you. Wolf in sheep's clothing.
Ooh!
I don't want to howl.
Uh,
Nobody needs to know that side of me.
Ahem.
what about the brothel? Do they know that side of you?
Oh yeah, they definitely do. I pay them good money.
On that note, we
So,
sail with the
Ayla,
morning tide.
how'd you come to, have you always been in Nausea, or how'd you get here? That's the words I'm looking
Oh.
for. How did you to get to Ayla?
They're asking how you got to Nausea. And that's totally up to you how you wanted to get to this town.
Okay. I took a boat. I live on an island, like I said, off the southern coast. And before we're turned 25, we have to do a pilgrimage up to the main continent. So I just took a boat up here, and this is where I'm starting.
Oh, okay.
That's a long way from home.
Well,
Oh,
about
yes,
pilgrimage,
it
that
is.
sounds adventurous.
Oh, yes, it is, very much so. But it is part of our upbringing to be a complete cleric to our god. Gosh, my brain just went bad.
Welcome to D&D.
Yes, I know. Our God is a mighty God. He is the God of goodness and harmony and food and feast.
What's the name of this god?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
My God,
That's why.
beat your God's butt.
That's the alcohol.
Now. We're not going to have any religious debacles in here.
Aw, no
discuss
smackdowns,
religion,
no
but
no
no
holy
fighting.
smackdowns.
No holy smackdowns in the consortium. If you guys want to
No.
do that, we can go ahead and all go over to Knuckle Dusters and get y'all's butts handed to you.
There's
No,
no need to fight. All the gods would be worshipped in their own domains, right? No, you wouldn't ask. You wouldn't ask Sopuru to guide you beyond the gates of death, and you wouldn't ask Kale to inspire the troops in the heat of battle, but you need to inspire the troops in the heat of battle, and you need to be guided beyond the gates of death. So you need both.
You
Oh,
hear
yes.
a voice from behind you guys as a swirl of black smoke rises. I have no need for any gods. And he stands there ominously at the end of the table.
That's because
You
you
need
are
claws.
awesome and you needs claws. Yes. Yes, he needs claws. But what I was saying was what was I saying?
I don't know
Um,
what were you saying.
She drinks another bit of her tea and vodka and is like, oh yeah. Gods God Smackdown. We need a God Smackdown. That's what we need. Holy Smackdown. We need that at Knuckle Dusters. We need to sell tickets and then run
No.
away because things are gonna
No.
explode.
No. Oh, no. Volpes Dignus would not lower himself to this because he is the god of goodness and harmony. He's willing to get along with all gods.
Volpes
But-
Dignus?
but-
That sounds so pretentious.
It is. But he also makes certain you have a fried chicken in your house every day.
Now,
Okay.
This figure at the end of the table sighs, zealots, and
Wait,
walks
but
away.
if he's one of the good gods and gets along with all the gods, does that include the evil ones?
Well, not exactly. Let's just say if they don't bother him, he doesn't bother them. But if they bother him, he comes right back.
With a
What
fried
if they're
chicken.
he
What
hits
if
them
they're
with
And
fried
bothering
gravy.
chicken. And
if they're bothering like
uh,
other people, but not bothering him?
Say what one more time?
If they're bothering like other people, not bothering him.
Well, now, if the bothering the other people makes them condemned or causes physical or mental harm, he will try his very best to protect them. And that's part of what we as clerics try to do as we take our pilgrimage, is to protect those who need protection and help the weak where possible.
Zarin gives a nod, and we get the sense that it's like, you passed a test with her. I like your god.
I like the
Thank you,
fried
good
chicken.
sir.
Gods or no gods, leave at the time. It'd be best we got some rest.
I like
think
the idea of a god slapping another god with a fried chicken. That
That is amazing. And you are testing me. Bitch slap with a fried chicken. I like it.
At this point, someone comes up behind Kerfix and whispers in his ear. Kerfix goes, you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work. You guys, good luck out there, and you know the consortium rules. Don't come back dead, or I'll have to kill you.
I hurts fine.
But we'd already be dead?
Well,
that hurt
if
my head.
He
Well-
would bring us back just to kill us again.
well,
That's
that
what I'm
that goes that goes so against what MKL wants. I mean, it's the whole final death thing. Unless you're really bad, then Leslie eats your soul.
It's at that point the person who whispered in his ear sits down instead. So,
Oh,
Vulpes Dignus.
I remember you.
Oh,
you're
he's the
going
pretty
on
one that's very mysterious and scary.
You mentioned Vulpes Dignus
Yes, sir.
and are headed out to sea. There's a couple things you might want to be aware of.
All right, sir.
There have been sightings of Ritrava's priests and even an avatar of Ritrava on the ocean.
Hmm.
There's also been a sighting of Vagrodan, a great 3-mile-long two-headed dragon. These are the two primary opponents of Vulpes Dignus.
Got it. Got it.
If you go to sea, avoid them. They are deadly and very dangerous.
Thank you, sir.
They will attempt to corrupt you. They will attempt to change your mind about things you believe you know. If there are things that you wish to keep true, I encourage you to find a way to keep those true. There's a lady here in town known as Judith. She holds a shop 2 doors down from the consortium. It is bright orange, impossible to miss as long as your eyes are open. I encourage you to go within and ask for one of these. And he writes down a series of symbols. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in chat here. Give me just a moment here. He hands you the note, and I'm going to give you that note here in just a second. Alrighty.
Symbols?
Yes. I have to get this ready for you guys because I did not expect you guys to actually do this today. One moment here. Didn't expect this to come up, but you guys are clicking some check marks, and so I had
Since
to go
when
ahead.
have we done anything like conventionally? I mean,
There you go. That's what he writes on the piece of paper.
Okay.
I
Can you
see.
tell me what this is?
oh boy.
I would encourage you to speak with Judith. acquire one of these, and it will help you maintain who you are.
All right, I will do so, sir. Thank you.
Do you share this with the entire group?
He slid it across the table to her.
Okay,
But
so then no.
That's up to her. That's up to her if she'd like to share with the entire party. He looks at
Really,
you,
if you
Ayla.
know what this is?
Covet looks at it. I have a feeling. And she looks at Twilight and Islaren and Narzel, and it looks the same, doesn't it?
Laura just studying it intently. Won't say anything just yet.
Looks are. Oh. Yeah, alcohol's starting to affect me.
So, if there's anything else that I can provide help with, please let me know. Miss Covet, you should
Yes,
be
sir.
careful. Twilight, take care of your wife.
Of course.
Miss Lauren, you're being hunted.
Hunted?
Narzel, your
Wait.
friends are having great success abroad. I heard that the World Eaters are on the move. Might consider checking out for more information from them.
What do you mean hunted?
Protectorate has placed a contract for your reacquisition.
Oh. Guess they wouldn't do that.
Would you like me to discuss it with an official?
You say discuss, and my experiences with the people here kind of tell me that discuss doesn't always just mean discuss. So what do you mean discuss?
Negotiate with words.
Oh. Be good, yeah.
What would you like me to tell them?
That I'm here voluntarily and that I'm safe. Ish. But don't tell them the ish part. They get even more worried. But I'm here of my own free will and prove it if they ask.
I will let them know. I cannot justify what they may or may not do, but I will let them know. Please have a wonderful day. Something's come up. And he will get up quickly and head out the door.
Where he's going. To hurry.
He's so creepy. Cute, but creepy.
Brad comes running by, picks up the plates and the bowls and puts everything in up. All right, there you go. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Be safe. Runs off.
So do we go to Judas tonight, or we go to Judas tomorrow?
What do you think would be best? Seeing as how we're leaving tomorrow.
GM, what time is it?
It is 9 p.m.
Perhaps I should go see her tonight.
I don't know if she's open, but we can give it a shot.
I could at least ask.
Hey, Brad, do you know if Judas is open?
Brad comes running by. Oh, no. But at this point in time, she's probably closed. I don't really go there very often, but I do keep track of the hours because people ask all the time. So, no, she'd be closed about this time. She closes about 8 o'clock. So she's been closed for about an hour. She wakes up about 6 a.m. though. So if you get up early, you can probably make it over there real quick before you guys head out on the boat. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, you're amazing.
Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being great patrons. You guys have a wonderful night.
And I tossed him a silver piece.
He catches it out of the air. Thank you.
Well, I guess we make one stop then before we set sail in the morning.
I guess so.
You guys going to find rooms here at the consortium?
Yep.
Okay. Ayla, you've never been here before. Is anyone going to show her how to do this, or are you going to leave her to her own devices?
Narzel is too drunk and leaves her to her own devices.
Okay. Narzel, are you going off to your normal... Okay, go ahead, Twilight. What were you going to say?
I said most of the party was drunk, and Twilight was going to be escorting Covet to his room.
I'm sure he was.
Well, we'll do her best to settle in.
All right.
May
So,
not be
it's
effective,
Lauren.
but she'll try.
Sure, go ahead and roll your new Constitution saving throw at this point because it's been an hour. Cool. You have sobered up.
It's indeed quite strong. If I was in any way overzealous in asking you questions, Ayla.
I'm not.
You say?
What'd you say, Ayla?
I said I'm not.
You let go of the button. You can't. We're just catching. We're not.
Well, no, she's
Got
got. There you go. She's got her.
I just said I'm not certain what I need to do.
Let us. I've only stayed here briefly, but let's see if we can give you a key to a room. I'll go upstairs and take her to. Is Carfax still there?
He is still there. He's sitting behind the reception desk with his knees up next to his shoulders, and he's hunched over that little desk. He looks up at you guys. Room keys. Yeah. Here you go.
Please.
One or two?
Two, please.
Okay, yeah.
Preferably.
Understood. Well, I mean, I'm not one to judge. After all, we don't discriminate here at the consortium. Whatever two lovely ladies such as yourselves choose to do, that's totally up to you, unless you wish to share.
I do not ordinarily mates.
As they're doing this, you see Twilight escorting Covet down the hall, and she's just like, "Is my hair still pretty?"
Absolutely radiant, my dear.
It needs to be perfect.
Of course.
Come on, Absinthe. We have to go to bed.
Eventually.
Twilight, roll a perception check, please. With an 18, you don't find Absinthe anywhere.
I'm looking some more. Shrug my shoulders and continue to carry Covet.
Yep, he's gone.
And Covet is over Twilight's shoulder as he's carrying her.
Okay.
And she is pushing up. She's got both hands on his ass and looking around, like pushing herself up, looking for absinthe.
The door closes. We will fade to black on those two as they go into their own room. Because
Thank
we don't need
God.
to go into that.
I don't hear nothing about it, little miss. Trying to get it on with Iceberg Sparkle. Yeah. Mhm.
Why, I never.
Got her.
Got her.
All right. So. So. I knew that was coming. It was great. So, as you guys go ahead and take a long rest here, you guys will all get a wonderful night's sleep. Narzel, do you go about your normal behavior for nighttime here in Nausha?
If he can sober up, yes.
Okay. Roll your Constitution saving throw, please. And does that matter?
No, he'll just be a bit more rowdy if he can't.
Very well. So as you guys go upstairs, Narzel, the large orc, heads out into the street. And out into the darkness, he goes down a couple doors and is welcomed into a different building by a woman who grabs the flesh at the back of his skull and pulls him into that building. We'll fade to black on Narzel as well.
Wah, 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 wah.
You guys wake up the next morning to the smell of waffles.
Waffles.
Is it made by a
Especially
donkey?
good. Especially good with fried chicken.
As you guys come, do you guys want to come downstairs?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. As you guys come downstairs, Brad is sitting there with 5 waffle irons, and he is rotating through waffle irons that are sitting on top of little candles, keeping them hot, and he flips them over because they don't have electricity. This is how you do it. So he rotates through these and starts putting waffles on plates.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. You guys got some fruit. There's some syrup over there. You got some butter. Anything else? Powdered sugars right over there. Got some nuts. Got
coffee.
some peanut brittle. There's some pecans right over there. Got some praline jam there. If you want that, try that. It's praline spread. It's really great. Coffee. We got some coffee right over there. It's all set up, ready for you guys. All set. Want some maple sugar? Right over here. There you go. All set.
Do you
Anything you need.
have any chicken?
He looks around. Get some. Be right back. And he opens all the waffle makers and takes all the waffles out. Be right back. He leaves them open and runs into the kitchen real quick. He's there for no longer than 10 seconds before he comes back with a entire metal tote, we'll call it, and puts it next to the waffle irons. There you go. That's an entire bucket of chicken. And it is crispy fried. You can see the steam coming off the top of it. There's little flecks of pepper in the crispy. It's excellent.
Oh, that looks wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
And she
absolutely.
tosses a silver.
Thank you very much. Thank you. He puts it in his pocket. You guys are wonderful. Is there anything else I can get for you guys? No?
No,
All right. Oh,
no.
have a wonderful time. I'm going to go ahead and clean this mess up. After all, it's a wonderful day to be here at the consortium. Take care.
Eat up, and then we need to get to Judith before we head down to the boat.
Okay. Before you guys do that, Narzel, you're going to wake up with your armor on that rack over there that you're familiar with, and you will wake up to the feeling of a strawberry being trickled down your nose to your mouth.
That's a pleasant surprise.
Rack.
No fucking eats it up.
Yep. Rona is there, and she is feeding you breakfast in bed. There's an entire honeyed ham, there's slabs of bacon, and there's a whole bunch of toast, and there's some sauerkraut as well. There's a big block of cheese with a cheese slicer. She makes you a great Reuben sandwich.
Man, I did an adventure. I didn't do what I was doing. And kind of just enjoys the time.
Where's
Okay.
the motivation to get out of bed there?
There is none. But he eventually forces himself up, gets redressed.
You get slapped on the ass on your way out. And she will drape the sheets over herself in just a tasteful way in order to give you something to remember as you walk out the door.
This is my favorite establishment in this town! As he kind of like walks out.
As you guys leave your various night places, you head back out into the town of Nausea. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I think we have to hit Judith first, real quick.
Okay.
I would say that's it.
All right. So heading over to Judas Intricacies and Oddities. Great. So you guys walk 2 doors down towards the shop. You see Narzel come over in his bright red armor and walk up to the beautifully clean building. As you turn the warm brass knob, the bell over the door jingles, and you guys walk in. You guys can smell the apple cinnamon candles inside, and you're greeted by a woman behind the counter. Greetings. Welcome to my shop. How can I help you today?
Well, it was suggested that I come and see you and that you should give me one of these. And she hands her the note that she received the night before that had all the symbols on it.
She looks at it. Oh. She looks up at you. Are you certain?
Well, I'm not really sure because I have no idea what this is.
Covet walks up to her and puts her hand on Ayla's shoulder and says, she's sure. She is certain.
Very well. A moment.
If
And
Sutono
you
says
will-
that she needs it, she needs it.
She looks at you all. Understood. And she will go to the back of the shop, closing a pair of double doors. And you hear a little bit of rummaging. You hear a lock click open. And after a moment, you hear some words in a language I'm not sure all of you understand. What languages does anyone here speak Draconic?
I do not.
Okay. Since nobody knows Draconic, you guys don't know what is said. But after a moment, you will come back with a small wooden box, and she will put it on the counter. There you go. This is a favor returned. I'm now even with him. Thank you. Be careful with it. Please don't lose it. When you're done with it, please return it.
Thank you, ma'am. But what is this?
She looks at you all. He didn't tell you what it was. He just asked for you to have it.
He suggested that it might help me remain faithful to my beliefs and my vows.
It may. It may. Learn to use it. Concentrate on it. Think of who you are. And remember your favorite things. The stone
Like-
will retain those.
Who you are.
Like raindrops on roses?
Very similar to that, yes.
Happy thought. Happy thought.
You could consider this a happy thoughts rock.
Okay.
There are instructions on the box itself, and she turns it over. And that is what you've acquired. The Stone of Chronicles. As a ritual, one or more willing creatures may place personal memories into the stone. Such an action takes an hour. Once the ritual is complete, the story can be recalled by any future date by someone touching the stone. Story keeps the perspective, point of view, and details observed in the memory of the original storyteller and is projected into the mind's eye of the viewer. Stone keeps a catalog of stories and has no known limit as to how many stories it can hold.
How many
Oh.
stories are in there?
Who
Are
knows?
you going to look for it now? Are you going to check right now?
Ayla, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, okay. What am I going to see how many stories are in it, or I'm going to try to put my own in it?
That's up to you. It takes an hour.
Okay. Twilight, do I have enough time to perform this ritual and add my story to the list?
To see when we need to be underway. And the verdict is GM.
That's up to you guys.
I want to sail with the tide.
When is the tide?
I need a nature check from Twilight.
Oh, dear Lord. Of course. Absolutely.
No idea. He has no idea. He wants to sail with the tide, but he doesn't know when that is.
Judith, when's the tide going out?
Well, every 6 hours, I believe. Why?
Because dude here wants to leave with the tide. He wants to sail with the tide. So I just want to make sure that, you know, we had a very busy night last night. So he a little groggy.
Me too.
She looks at you and knows exactly what you mean. She smiles. I'm glad you had a wonderful night.
Yeah, me too.
Well, let's try it this way. Do you know when the last tide went out?
Well, the tide comes in a little bit. You probably would want to leave around noon. Otherwise, you should have left at midnight.
Noon it is.
Right. So what time is it now, GM?
Like
You
6:30.
guys had breakfast. You guys had breakfast, waffles. Let's say 7 o'clock. If you guys got up at 6,
Okay.
You have
so you
5
got 5 hours.
Yeah. So if it's all right, I think I'll take this to my room and perform the ritual and get my story added to this little stone here.
Okay. What story are you going? Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Is there anything else you guys want to do at Judith's?
At Judas? Not for me.
Okay.
Lauren?
I have nothing left to do before we set sail.
So,
Narsil?
please have a wonderful day.
I'm good.
Take care. Best sails. May the wind be at your back. May you have fair seas.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And-
you. And Kevin goes over and gives her a hug.
She looks at Covet as you come around to give her a hug. She pauses for a moment. I appreciate that. There's something different about you. She looks you deep in the eyes. Are you okay?
A bit better, but I'm okay. I'm good enough for this.
Are you sure? There seems something. I don't know what it is.
Maybe-
Unpleasant going on.
Yeah. She looks at the group. Why don't you guys go on? I need to talk to Judith for a minute.
I will make my way
Alright.
down to the boat to begin preparing the ship.
Well, I'm going to go up back to the consortium and add my story. Then I'll meet you at the ship.
Okay.
And Twilight, make sure that you tell her which ship to go to.
That would
And
be
Mirage's
helpful.
revenge.
Yeah.
I'll show you the ship.
Thanks, guys.
The one with the pierced nipple.
He's not wrong.
Wait a minute, ships don't have those.
Oh, it's
Twilight smiles, I assume?
Absolutely.
All
You
right.
see what happened was.
We'll have to get there. We will get there. We will get there.
He got really drunk.
Ahem. So, the rest of you walk out of the shop. It's Lauren, you going out too?
Yeah.
All right. Leaving Covet alone with Judith.
Before she says anything to Judith, she looks in her pack to see if she can find absinthe.
He's out there.
She knew it. So she looks at Judith and says, "What I'm about to tell you is with the strictest of confidence, because I frankly don't know what to do. There's only one person."
He holds up one finger. If you wouldn't mind. The door opens and Borgus, the dwarf, hops down off his stool and goes outside, closing the door behind him. You hear the bell ching ching.
We good now?
Go ahead.
Okay. Absinthe isn't here. He doesn't like getting around very powerful people, and he hasn't always been that way. And I explained to her what I've seen about Absinthe and how he's different, and wondering if there's something attached to him or he's possessed. And with her travels and her knowledge, is there anything that she can do to help break this?
How did this happen?
Well, we were in Inland Point, and we were trying to get away from the town, and there was a demon there, and she gives him the name, and I never pronounce it correctly. Z- hold on just a second. I have to look at this name for me to even come close. Zuckerus. And I sent Absinthe forward to try to see how far this thing was. But he moved really fast and got really close to Absinthe and caressed him. Since then, he's never been the same. And
Understood.
And I explained to her what happened with the recruit of Segura. Am I pronouncing that correct? No, I am not. Hold on. Having a moment. Segeos.
Okay.
And with and how the guy that worked for him was so afraid of his soul being eaten, and then he raises up and gives us all the information, and then dies, officially the final death. And I didn't cast a spell. Nobody else cast a spell for us to get that information. And the only other person that we could think of is Absinthe. What's going on here? Do you have any clue?
Yes, I do. She pauses for a moment. What I am about to say, I believe to be true. Zokareth, the fiend, the demon, the entity, the concept of Zokareth, you saw an avatar of it. It is a corrupting force that breeds chaos and depravity in those it touches. If it has infused your familiar with its power, there will be a difficult time in removing the corruption from this friend of yours. Be cautious. The little whelpling of yours, you could try to destroy it, but as long as it is infused with the essence of Zokareth, it will return, and it would seek vengeance upon you for its destruction. I encourage you to try to find a way to redeem your pet, your friend, your ally, your familiar. It is not right that one of its kind should be subjected to this type of corruption.
Agreed. Any good places to start to try to find how to redeem my little guy here?
She smiles, and the mood in the shop lightens significantly. Yes, actually. There is a continent overseas known as Australia, where the dragons hearken from. if your little friend returns there, perhaps the true birthplace of dragons could be found. Someone there might be able to know. But be cautious of the people. The people who roam, the humans, they are barbaric and brutal. They will seek to destroy your dragon. Keep him hidden should you engage with them. I have no love for the people of Australia.
Oh boy. Any possible allies that way? I mean, you tell me to beware of the humans, but what about allies?
The allies that you can find in Australia will be yours alone. But if I may make a recommendation, try to make friends with the spirits. It's something unique to that land. At least now. At one point, the spirits had more control over all of Toivoa. Now, they only manifest themselves in certain powerful places. Australia is still their domain, and they can manifest themselves anywhere there. Here in Reston, I only know of one place that the spirits have manifested. So I encourage you to seek out the various spirits. Be cautious, learn what you can, and be respectful. Ask questions, and do not judge the people that interact with the spirits too harshly before you know what is happening. If you can make a friend of the spirits, you will gain an ally from each.
What do you mean an ally from each?
She smiles kindly at your question. If you can make a friend of one of the spirits, they will assist you in the future. I will caution you, they are tempestuous and primal. It is not an easy thing to make a friend of a primal force. I would not mention my name.
Don't mention your name. Got it. Looks like I have a task ahead of me.
Indeed. I do wish you and your little friend the best of luck.
Thank you. And thank you for your help. I hope that I can get Absinthe to be himself again.
He is himself. He's
Without
just
add-ons.
got add-ons, yes. Good luck. Be safe. Be cautious and aware of your surroundings.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And when I come back, we'll have to have a cup of tea.
Of course. I suspect that will be quite a ways down the road.
Well, then it better be a good cup of tea.
Indeed. If you
And-
can,
Yes, ma'am.
there are a certain series of yellow flowers in the mountains. If you can find some, I would appreciate some of the leaves and petals. But be cautious, because fear is in the mountains.
Is fear a dragon?
No. The dragons fear in the mountain.
So whatever's up there scares the dragons. Gotcha. It scares them, then it scares me too.
He nods sagely. Have a nice trip.
Thank you, Judith, and I'll get those flowers for you. And she just takes a deep breath and steels herself, and it's time for me to go. Thanks, Judith, and we'll have that tea, and we'll definitely spill some tea.
Very well. As you exit, Borges is standing outside, and he nods at you, opens the door for you, and you head out into the town, leaving Judith looking cautiously after you. The camera will catch the words, "I hope she's safe." As the camera flies through the town, it'll follow Ayla back into the consortium and up into her room. Ayla, you come into your room and it is quiet.
Yes.
What would you like to do? You close the door, you have privacy.
I want to perform the ritual
Okay.
on the stone so that I can add my story so far to the stone.
Okay. What story would you like to add? Because it takes an hour. You get to add 1 hour of past experiences.
I would like to add my story that concerns my upbringing in the temple and the development of my belief system.
Okay. Cool. So this is the perspective of you going through your memories and in remembering how you came up through the temple, various snippets of faces of the various priests and priestesses who helped you out,
Exactly.
the studying of the catechisms, many feasts with lots of wonderful food, green beans, chicken, turkey, yams,
Gravy and biscuits.
sausage, everything.
Yes.
Most of what you are remembering is smells and tastes and sounds of joviality.
Yes.
Cool. All right, you spend an hour recording this, and it is recorded into the Stone of Chronicles for someone in the future to recall.
Or myself, even.
Yeah, perhaps, if necessary. So, after an hour, you are done. Would you like to do anything else in your room before you leave?
Not that I can think of. So I think I'm ready to go to the ship.
Okay. As you're heading out of your room, you catch it out of the corner of your eye. There's a chess set next to the bathtub, and the chess set is currently set up in a game, as if someone had been sitting next to the tub and playing against someone in the tub.
I wonder who was playing chess. And I wonder
Anything
if I
else?
should take it with me.
It's up to you. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to do anything with it at all?
Perhaps I should leave it behind. I wouldn't want to destroy anybody's chances of winning at that particular game. It's very close.
Can I get you to roll a straight intelligence check? So, or actually, it's insight. So down the middle, under I, you should have insight.
Yes, I do.
Click on insight. With a 14, whoever had been sitting away from the tub is the one who's going to win in 3 moves. The person in the tub has apparently made some very major mistakes and has been played around with by the other person.
Yes. I think I'm going to leave it behind.
Okay.
Make it in
You-
the favor of the person in the tub.
That's up
Now.
to you. What do you want to do? Not going to mess with it?
I could easily move one piece and fix everything for the person in the tub.
Yes.
I think I will do that.
All right. Can I get you to click on deception to pick a move that won't be detected as being cheating? Thank you. So you do your move, and you're satisfied with the way you've set the board. Out of character, this affects one of the other groups. So that's fun. And you leave the room. Go downstairs and head out of the consortium. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you do so, there's a sign above the door. And it says, "Please tip Brad." And under it, there's just a few letters. And I'm not sure you can read those. What languages do you understand?
Let me go back and look. I don't remember. There's about
It's in
6.
the bottom left corner. It's in the bottom left corner of your character sheet. Should be the languages. Have you listed as Celestial, Common, Elvish, Gnomish, Minotaur, Ogre, and Sylvan. So I'm going to
Dang,
send
girl.
you. I'm going to send you a note here in Roll20 because I have been keeping this secret for years as to what this says, but you can read those words. So all right, so that's what the sign says. You can read that in Roll20, where
Yeah, I
the
see it.
picture of the tavern is. Okay, excellent. So you're able to read that, and
Yes.
you exit the establishment and head out into the town. You've been directed to go to the docks to find the ship that you're supposed to depart on.
Right.
As you do so, you see Covet walking by.
Covet, how are you feeling now?
Hopeful. It's gonna be a trip. I need to talk to Twilight first, but I'm hoping to fill everybody else in as well.
Well, if there's anything I can do, please let me know, because I just know you're upset about your little friend not being around.
You hear a voice from behind you at this point. One thing you could do is absolutely not associate with anyone from the consortium. After all, they're ruffians. And a lady like you absolutely deserves better than what they can have. Why don't you come with me and we'll provide you with the best of opportunities. And he offers you his arm.
Covet rolls her eyes and steps in between him and his arm and Ayla and says, "I'm sorry, we're on our way to meet our companions. We've got a job to do, don't we, Ayla?"
I'm
Yes,
sure
we
you
do have
can.
a job to do.
Oh, it's such a shame. I've got many jobs you could do. Would you like to come with me? I could pay you much more than this
No.
lovely individual could.
No, I'm going to stay with my group of friends because I have promised them that I would help them. And my
Ah.
word is my bond.
Then you are better than them. I wish you a good day, ma'am. And he gives you a little bit of a flourish and a bow. His cloak billows when there is no wind, and he will stride away from you. It's a shame. Some people will eventually find that they should have pride in themselves. At least she's got standards. And that's all.
Wow.
And she looks at him. She looks at him and his form as he walks off. She's like, prick, and proceeds to. She wishes she had a official GM Eric pillow with Ronaldus Basil's face on it with a target on it, so she can officially punch him in the face and not get fined. Please go find your own at gmeric.com in the merchandise tab.
Hopefully later this week.
Great segue there.
I know, ain't it great?
If you did not see the webcam of the pillow, it is an epic pillow.
It is an awesome pillow. As soon as they become available again, sometime this week, I will be purchasing one so I could take out all my frustration on Ronaldus Basil's face. Okay. And scene. All right, continue on.
As you guys make your way down towards the docks, you guys see a familiar face to some of you leaning against the gangplank to the ship. Ayla, as you're walking up to the ship, it is a very large ship, super, super fancy. And at the front, the figurehead is of a crimson demon, statuesque. Looks like the absolute figure of manhood. Got two horns coming out of the top of his head, black hair that's been painted in place. This wooden figure is standing lewd on its side, like it's going to elbow the waves as it goes through the waves. And its two nipples are pierced by golden rings. Off the right one, a gold chain dangles 3 feet down towards the water.
Oh my.
You kind of get used to it.
Standing next to the gangplank, you see a woman that some of you will recognize. Ah, welcome. Here's the ship. You all ready to head out? We put provisions aboard. You all should be safe and good. Remember, I would like the ship back, so please don't ruin it. It's quite the investment.
Absolutely. And we got ballista bolts.
You have 30 ballista bolts.
Outstanding.
Of course, I wouldn't want my ship to fall apart. So, please take good care of it. I trust you.
And she looks
Do not,
at
but that's okay.
she looks at Islaren and she's like, she has put her trust in the wrong group of people. I mean, I'm serious.
She turns and looks at you as you say that. Then maybe we need to assign a different ship.
No, we're good. I promise. You'll get it back.
Roll a persuasion check.
We've already have an agreement.
I'm good.
Okay. I hope that was just a joke then.
It was a terrible joke, you know. I mean, we're going to a very dangerous area with a lot of dragons, and frankly, I have to lighten the mood somehow.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Well, you all have a nice trip. And
Thank you,
she looks at
Tamara.
she, as she walks, her fingers drift along the side of the ship. I'll miss you. She will sashay her way away. Those of the male persuasion may enjoy. Some of those who enjoy female form may also enjoy as she sashays away. I have previously rolled her backside quality, and she is at a 93 out of 100.
Wow.
Well, she must be doing some serious squats for it to be that taut.
Not going to comment on that. We're going to fade to black on that thought.
There's
Thank
a
you very
comment to
much.
be
Thank you.
made.
All the comments. All the comments.
So, you guys boarding the ship?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
All right, you go up onto the ship. It is a very well pointed ship. There are 2 ballistas, one at the front and one at the back. There are 15 ballista bolts at each. You can look around. All the ropes are nicely stacked around spools. Everything's where it should be. The sails are ready to go. Everything about this ship has been swabbed, polished, waxed. The thing is spotless. It is in better condition than when you guys brought it in.
This shit looks like it's in better condition than when we brought it in.
I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but you're going to do it. Thank you. Someone got that reference. All right. So you guys ready to go?
We make ready to sail.
Are we missing
All right.
our member? Our other member?
You look around and you don't see them anywhere.
Perhaps they're underneath the deck.
In the hold? I don't remember chaining them down there this time.
I didn't mean the hold. I meant like down in the bunk area.
Oh yeah, don't go to the bathroom there after drinking copious amounts of coffee and light incense. It's a bad day.
Oh,
Namely,
my.
avoid the bathroom if I've gone in. That's where that comes from.
Might be a lingering stench.
Also, I apologize for the noise you will likely experience on this ship.
Got it.
Ayla,
On a-
just
on a
as you are
related
coming
note-
onto the ship's name is the Amarazi's Revenge.
Thank you.
All right.
On a related note, if we are ever keeping watch, and one of us asks another to get Narzel and make sure that he has had his coffee, it is not to actually get him to have coffee, but it is code for emergencies that cannot be discussed for fear of being overheard.
Because he will never have coffee ever again.
Nope.
Oh,
Also,
my.
you should be aware that if I have to wake you up in that situation, it will hurt.
Yeah, I didn't quite duck fast enough.
All right. So you guys go ahead and get the ship all set. Can I get a ship check from Twilight, who I assume is going to be the one sailing the ship?
Yep.
Thank you. And away you guys go.
As we sail out, Covet says a prayer to MKL for safety and protection.
Please roll your religion check.
Let's see how well I roll, because I haven't been rolling very well on my prayers recently.
With a 21, You
Good
feel at
job.
peace about this voyage. We'll see how that goes.
That's not ominous, GM.
Let the record show that I was wanting to take this course by land to make it as excruciatingly painful for Bloodsword as physically possible, but I was overruled.
He ain't here.
So, as you guys sail out, it's a nice day. There's a breeze coming from the west. You guys are headed out on the open waters. You guys have the better part of a week before you arrive at your destination.
Remember, guys, if we see the Banshee fog, let me know. We can try to handle that the same way that we did last time.
Okay?
And how was that?
I just created an area and I just went shh, and we couldn't hear them.
Silence was golden.
We were very lucky. It could have been really bad, really fast.
All right. So, is there anything you guys would like to do this afternoon on board a ship?
Okay. I got to be away for just half a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
While she is away for her half a minute, I'm going to, while everybody is off doing their thing, Covet goes over to Twilight and
And
quietly.
fade to black while he's driving the ship?
No. No. She tells him,
Sorry.
"You are so bad, and you are so not helping this
She's
situation."
not here. She's not here at the moment. That was the only time I could do that.
Okay. So I will say that she quietly tells Twilight what happened at Judith's and what's been going on with Absinthe, because she's got him in her pack away from them, and before she even talks to Twilight, she wants to make sure that he's not around. That Absinthe is not around.
He is around.
Me.
Oh, yeah, he's right there.
Oh, dang it.
Are you going to try to get him away?
I take a sugar cube and I'm like, "Hey, Absinthe, go get it." And she
Okay.
tosses it.
He will chase it down, and you'll have a few minutes as he
Yeah.
goes ahead and consumes it slowly.
Okay, and so she tells Twilight what her concerns are and what she's seen, and tells Twilight of what she needs to do in Australia. And wants to know his thoughts on the situation.
Yet another task to add to the list.
But it's Absinthe.
I know, I didn't say we weren't. I'm just saying that here what was once a straightforward is not so straightforward anymore.
Was it always? I don't think it was.
It just means more time in the land of dragons.
Well, and as she tosses another sugar cube towards Absinthe, she's very wary to give him any more. She doesn't want fires to happen. She looks at Twilight and it's like, it's the only way to get him, back to normal. And on top of it, everybody's so worried for my safety. What the heck is going on with that?
Well, what do you think if you've got a demon hanging around you?
But is it more than that?
Close proximity, touch, transference, spell casting, you tell me.
It's true. Just watch my 6.
Always, of course.
Awesome.
Roll an insight check.
Quarters.
Not that
Oh,
you need
I'm
to.
solid. 100%. I totally get it.
Mhm.
He's
He
gonna
watches your
watch
six
my back.
right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He watches your six right now.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing I do a lot of squats. Um, she at that point she's just like, all we can do is just do what we do best.
I always do my best. Always.
Yes, love. I guess I better tell the rest of the group so they know what's going on, but I have to make sure that he's not around.
Yes. Address it in such a way of things to do in Australia,
You mean
not
Australia?
the land in the west that we're going east. Whatever direction we're sailing.
It's not good considering you're the one sailing this ship.
We're going that way.
And what is that way?
East. East. We're going east.
Good job. You did so good. And she pops a sugar cube in your mouth. And in real life, she would. Oh boy. All right. Well, things to do in Australia, but
Dragon teeth, dragon hide, maw egg, yellow flower, and land of spirits.
and making sure that my little pseudo dragon is no longer possessed.
And then eventually find time to attempt valiantly, or at least say we did, rescue Bloodsword.
And not come back dead, because if we come back dead, Perfex is going to raise us from the dead just to kill us.
Absolutely.
Whew,
So-
that's a laundry list of things we have to do in Australia.
But lowest priority is rescuing Bloodsword. Agreed?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Awesome.
Oh, where did she come from? Have you been sitting here this whole time?
Not the whole time, but long enough.
You're sneaky.
Have you been watching
course.
Covet 6?
Yes.
Perfect timing.
That's exactly what I needed.
Everybody's watching my ass.
Such a finance.
It's so
Please
different.
don't.
Different? How's it different? I'm curious.
It moves so much. This is my
Awesome.
chance, Covet.
July. July. That's all I'm saying. July.
That's all right. I'm giving up my anniversary for you again, babe.
Aww.
First time you've seen me in 3.5 years.
Darling.
Oh, I can play that game. Okay, I learned it from the best. Let's go. All right.
We're not doing that.
I said digress. All right. Next. She's watching my butt and says it's jiggly. I need more squats.
No, not jiggly in a bad way. I just
Not
noticed
jiggly,
all the
moving.
others are watching.
Yeah, she said moving. She didn't say jiggling.
It's correct. That is correct. I said it moves a lot.
Well, one has to learn to sashay correctly.
Yeah. It's that,
That
up
is
down
correct.
motion, side to side. You know, it's that whole loopy loop to either side. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about,
I
right,
do.
Twilight?
Exactly.
Twilight knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure Narzel
Huh?
knows as well.
Sure,
Lauren
absolutely.
knows. Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys sail through, and a wonderful afternoon of sailing. You guys get to dusk. The sun's going down. Anything you guys want to do before going to bed?
Slar, when do you want to take over?
Whenever you need a break, I'll gladly take over.
I just need 4.5, no, 5, yeah, 5 hours.
Um,
Whatever
yeah,
time you need,
I'll be there
you,
soon.
you should be well and rested.
Uh,
Absent. Go with Twilight for, and go get tucked in. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. The little pseudo dragon goes squirming across the deck over to Twilight, climbs up his leg, up underneath his shirt, and up out of the front of his shirt where his head just sticks out.
Claws.
Oh,
Ow.
Body cam by dragon.
Body cam by dragon. You can feel his warmth against your chest, Twilight. And there's a little hint of a coolness to it as well. You know that coolness when you you have Vicks Vapor Rub on, that menthol coolness? It's that kind of warm and cool at the same time.
Icy hot. Awesome.
Yeah.
Been feeling some of that recently too.
Yeah. Can I get an insight check, please, Twilight? Thank you. As you go down below decks, you can feel the little pseudo dragon purring against your chest.
Of course.
Brrr, brrr.
I'm cuddly.
Yep, that's what she said. Narzel, Islarin, you guys staying up?
I'm sailing the ship right now.
Okay.
Narzel's just gonna walk around the ship and keep an eye out for things.
Excellent. Can I get perception checks from the two of you? And Ayla, are you going to go to bed or are you going to stay awake?
I am going to go to bed so that there's someone to just keep a check on things tomorrow.
Okay.
Um,
Excellent.
I'm going to stay up and tell Islarin, like for an extra 15 minutes, telling Islarin what's happened and
Okay.
what, just because of she's been so honest and open with what she's trying to do, you know, to prove herself for the Watchers and things like that. She feels that she owes Islarin what, you know, the truth of what's going on um, with Absinthe and what she needs to do, and is wondering if she can count on her help.
Of course, you can always count on my help. Sorry that to go through that. To have such a beloved companion go through such an ordeal.
Well, I mean, we're going there, and I don't want to go and not even try. You know, he's my little one. He's my buddy. So all the help that I can get, but we have to remember we have to be very careful with the humans there. They are not to be trusted.
I find that treating those if they are not to be trusted is the surest way to ensure that they are not to be trusted.
Truth. Should we just be wary then? Be on our guard?
Always. Always vigilant.
All right, then. Satisfied that she is going to receive the help, she looks at Islar and says again, if you need anything to help prove yourself on your own quest, let me know. I'm here for you too.
Appreciate you.
She nods and then heads down to her cabin with Twilight
Okay. Cool.
to rest.
Excellent. All right. So the perception checks for the two of you guys were 14. You guys will enjoy your lovely evening tonight. The sun sets. A cooler breeze comes in. Nothing happens at all. You see no other ships. No sign of life. You guys just keep sailing. Around 10 o'clock, you'll hear a whale to the north, exhaling as it spouts off. But other than that, your ship passed uneventfully. You guys gonna wake the next shift up?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Twilight, Covet, you guys are woken up. How did you wake them up? Just knocking on the door?
I'm just gonna knock on the door because not gonna open it without knowing.
No.
Y'all know Twilight way too well.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am quite the gentleman.
And I took a vow of celibacy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right.
Uh-huh.
Rona doesn't think so. Rona would call you a liar.
Just like I'm calling him. Not too bad.
So, you guys are woken up, and you guys head up on deck to take over.
Oh,
And I hear movement about, so I awaken and head up on deck also.
you can sleep
Okay.
longer if you wish.
Yeah, what?
It's midnight.
Yeah, go ahead and go sleep. We got this. We only need 4 hours of sleep. You go on, go sleep.
Are you very certain? Because I can go.
No, you go sleep. You need a full rest.
All
She
right.
also
Well, I'm
has-
headed back
She only
downstairs.
requires 4 hours of sleep.
Oh, she does too? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait for the next watch.
All right. I'll head back downstairs. Good evening.
Good evening. May MKL bless your sleep.
Oh, damn. Can I get you to roll an insight check, please, Ayla?
And a good thing. It's a good thing. It's meant to be a good thing. Please don't tell me I just killed her.
What's a synonym for sleep?
Oh no, not that way. Not that way. I mean, dang it.
Ayla, she just
Yes.
said, may the god of death bless your sleep.
I meant
So
sleep
this is
well,
the-
not like
This
die.
is Undertaker's version of bless your heart.
I don't mean that. Dang
Got
it.
it.
Oh man, you know how there's so many different ways to say bless your heart. I meant it in the good way, not the you're a moron.
Uh-huh.
Wait, that's a way? Sorry, I actually know that one. I'm not going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
That's the fastest way to receive it.
I know. I live in Texas. We have enough of that.
I didn't
So-
mean it in a bad way. Good lord.
He is a good lord. Yes.
Nee, 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 nee.
All right. So you guys come up on deck and take over. Isarin goes down below decks. Can I get the two of you to go ahead and roll perception checks?
There's my water vehicle and my perception.
Excellent.
My perception's there.
Jesus.
Awesome. So you guys will continue on. As you guys are sailing along, the two of you will notice something that the rest of the party hadn't noticed. There's a ship to the west following you guys. It's just on the horizon, but it is bigger than your ship. It has
It's a big
many
ship.
more sails. You got one job on this ship.
There,
Yes.
on the horizon, to the west. The big ship. It's bigger than ours. It has multiple sails.
Where's my pool noodle? I'm gonna get a damn pool noodle.
So,
I wonder if it's using the same word we're using.
oh my god, you really go that way? Beautiful Princess
Yeah.
Bride reference. Okay,
Yeah.
next.
Did you know that lightning can strike through computers?
Oh yes, I've lost one that way.
Soon. With mine, I had just finished building it.
Oh
I
man.
had just finished building it. I went and took a shower. Lightning storm came up, and it fried my computer. Smoke came from it. Totally, seriously jumped the surge protector.
Jesus.
Right, it got her computer and what, 4 lamps?
Yep.
And every plug in the house, it kicked all the plugs out of the sockets.
Goodness.
It was wild.
It was nuts. But I digress. So there's a ship over to the west, bigger sails, bigger ship. Could it be a protectorate ship?
Probably.
It
We're
does
close.
not look like it.
Not good. Can we use one of the multiple telescopes that are on the sides of the ship that are not cannons for the purposes of identifying said ship?
Because there's 4.
Yeah, you can.
I go over and I go to since you're steering the ship, I am going to go over and I'm going to go look at these things and see if I can figure out what kind of ship this is. And
Okay.
if I could see a name of it on there or anything special about it.
Well, I will show you a picture of it here. Give me just a second here to get the picture for you. I didn't think you were going to get to actually see it, but you guys are very ambitious, and for some reason, my computer has just locked up. One sec.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
You
Here we
have
go.
my deepest sympathy.
So let me get that for you here, Miss Covet. That. Oh. Might help if I hit the correct buttons. All right. Didn't think you guys were going to get this far today. Okay, you guys are doing great progress.
Are we going to level up?
Yeah, actually. So. Okay. And I'm just going to show you this while I'm still preparing it, but you're
Yep.
going to be able to see it more than anybody else. So, Code Von Sin. There you go, Miss Von Sin. That's what you see through the telescope.
Oh, hell.
Does it look ominous or ill intent?
It's big, red. It's a red ship. Would that be with the, oh gosh.
You've never seen this kind of ship before.
No. Can I tell what are there any flags declaring, who they belong to?
No, not yet. They would not be showing those yet.
What about intent? Are they bearing towards us, or are they just in the
Yes.
general direction?
No, they are chasing you guys.
Based on speed, how long do you think that we have until they catch us?
You guys roll an insight check. Let's see if you can figure that out.
Oh yeah, because I'm so good at those.
Cool.
Oh, I have no
Thank you.
idea.
Awesome.
But they're moving fast.
They're moving pretty fast.
Twilight. I'm concerned about this ship. I know that Isarin's trying to sleep and she needs like real sleep, but she would know more about this than we would. I'm gonna go get her. This is worrying me a little bit.
Let's wait a little bit and let her get her rest.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. But the first sign of trouble.
We got a little bit of time.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna continue to watch that ship.
Sure. It's just off in the distance, and the only thing that you guys can really see of it is the lanterns that are illuminating it.
How many lanterns are there that I can tell?
24?
Is this like a man of war, or is this?
It's a big ship. It rivals your ship's size.
And what kind of ship are we on?
Your ship would be a frigate?
Decent
As-
size.
Yeah,
Okay.
but remember, yours has been outfitted for slaving.
Right.
Theirs looks more combat oriented and faster.
Does not look good. All right. So I'm gonna continue to watch, and
It would take them several hours, though, to catch us.
not necessarily.
Absolutely. For them to be on the horizon and then to close that distance, it would take them some time.
Okay. So I wait an hour, but still continuing to look and see how much closer they are within an hour.
Okay. All right. So you keep a eye out, and they get closer, but not noticeably. It's just a little closer.
Okay. All right. Well.
We want to give the rest of the crew the opportunity to get a full rest before we call them upstairs.
All right. So I will continue to watch this ship, but also the other around the ship as well.
Okay.
Other directions as well.
Sure. As that ship's off to the west, you guys keep sailing. You went for an hour. After another hour, you will hear a whoosh followed by a thunderclap. Boom! But it came from above, you guys. It's followed by a rush of wind that causes your ship to lurch forward. You guys have this gust of wind that shoves you guys forward for a better part of 2 minutes. Something has passed overhead.
Any idea of what that might be?
You have no frame of reference. You can roll a perception check to try to catch sight of it.
18.
Excellent.
21.
Okay. You guys will look up after the noise has gone by, and not where you expect it, but far ahead of you, there is a segment of the stars that looks like a snake that is blotting out the stars ahead of you. That's not where that thing ahead of you is, where the sound above you came from.
Wow. Does the other ship look to be heavier than ours? Like it sits deeper in the water than us?
No,
Does not.
no. It is a larger vessel, but it is very much up and sailing quickly.
Almost like a sloop in regards to depth.
Yeah. You guys are familiar with Viking longships?
Yep.
It sits like one of those.
Oh man. That thing's
Light
moving
until
fast.
it's loaded.
Does it look loaded?
No. You hear 4 whooshings around you guys just as dawn breaks. You'll see 4 people who look like they're skating on the surface of the water. They are going to skate up near the ship and come up alongside.
I'm gonna go tell them that Narzel needs his coffee. I run down there. I run down the to where all the cabins are, and I start banging. Narzel needs coffee now. Narzel needs coffee. Narzel needs his coffee.
I will attempt to converse with those that are skating near the ship.
Okay, while you're driving it?
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right.
Narzel needs his coffee. Narzel needs his coffee.
I don't want any
and start getting my armor on.
I bang on the door with Narzel. Narzel, I have your coffee. Let's go.
Arizona opens the door. He's dressed. I don't want any coffee.
Yes, you do. You want coffee? And she starts shoving him towards the stairs leading up to the deck.
All right.
I am capable of walking myself.
You need coffee.
Narzel stops, and I want to see if Covey can actually push him.
She gets
Athletics
upset.
check, please.
She gets upset because Twilight, her husband, is up there alone. And so what do you want me to roll? Athletics check?
Please.
Oh, great, because I'm fantastic at those. She's pushing a wall! she pushes, she is shoving, she's like, it's like her feet are on ice. She can't move this immovable wall that is Narzel.
Okay.
Ayla steps out into the hall and says, "What on earth is going on?
Narzel
Narzel
needs
doesn't
coffee.
Need coffee?"
No. He kind of points both at Covet and Ayla. It's like, no, I don't want any coffee. It's code. I understand that. I am not going to be pushed. I will get up there. Go get everybody else.
It's like
He
something you
starts-
see out of a cartoon. She's still pushing on him even though he's saying all this, and she's still sliding across the floor trying.
I will do what I can to make sure your husband doesn't die. Now stop pushing me.
Covet, give it up. The man's going.
Okay, fine. But I still can't get away.
He steps to the side. Here you go.
Thank you. And she runs up the stairs, tripping along the way because she's not very athletic.
Okay.
And right after her, Narso will follow. I suggest you hurry along too, and prepare yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm headed right up there.
All right. So you guys head upstairs. A woman is coming onto the ship. She glides up from the water onto the ship.
I didn't invite her on the ship. I said I was talking with her.
Yeah, she didn't talk until she gets onto the ship.
She invited herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
But
comes
that's rude.
aboard.
I attempt to
And-
persuade her to leave us alone.
He looks like this.
Whoa.
Now that's
Hello.
headgear.
You have found your way within the path of the great dragon. Do you submit to his will?
We are on a quest to recover a companion of ours that was captured. I know nothing of this great dragon and had no attempt to cross his path.
She looks at each of you in turn. You have been blessed by the presence of Vagrodan. Submit, bow, kneel, or be slain.
What does that have to do with us rescuing our friend?
I do not care about your friend.
With a history check, because of all of her studying that she has done in the on her own,
Uh-huh.
would she recognize Bagradan in that name?
Please roll a history check.
I did 23.
Okay, it's a DC 22. So with a history check of a 23, I'm going to take you into another channel real quick. Just real quick, because it's a lot faster than typing. So we're going to be right back.
I'll see you in a minute.
See, I've got this really sore knee that just makes it difficult for me to bow and submit.
Yeah, right.
I only bow to my god. Bow to anybody else.
We do not submit.
I cannot. I am a cleric for my god.
So we may end up in combat.
We're
Quite
100% gonna end up in combat.
All right, we're back.
Welcome.
Secrets don't make friends. So I attempted to persuade her to allow us to continue our journey with the 22.
She looks at you. You are insolent in your desire to avoid me. Submit or be destroyed.
She kind of quietly leans over to Ayla and say, Baggerdan was one of the ones that you were supposed to avoid, right?
Yes, he was.
If we kneel, we submit to Baggerdan, and that's bad. So we really can't. And gee whiz, this is not good, guys. I think we're up for a fight.
Very
It would
well.
appear so.
And
will-
she will. Good.
I was going to cast heat metal on whatever armor she was wearing.
She is not wearing any armor.
No armor whatsoever. Does she have any metal on her in any shape, form, or fashion?
She has some jewelry, but the moment it heats up, it melts off of her and falls to the deck.
No weapons?
No weapons.
What does Baggerdan want with us?
To dominate, to rule.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Very well. And she flies off the front of the ship to join the 3 other people. Please, let's target your token in the middle of the map here, and we're going to roll for initiative.
Did we get a full rest? Oh,
Yes, you did. Go ahead and hit the long
yeah,
rest
thank
button.
God.
We tried to delay as long as possible to allow you guys to get a full rest.
Appreciate it.
All right. And before you guys actually get active, I'm going to let you go anywhere you want to be on the ship.
I guess I kind of need to sail the ship, so I'll be over here.
Anybody know how to work ballistas?
Okay.
Anybody know how to work ballistas?
I'll take a pot shot, Wilson.
Okay. Heavet is going to stand back here to protect Twilight, if at all possible.
Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and see where we're at here.
Turn order didn't populate. And there it is.
All right. And my initiative is I want to go ahead and do that. Awesome. And Ayla got a 14, but didn't target her token, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. 14. All right. Mr. Narzel, what would you like to do?
Our result is going to try to hit this one was the ballista.
Which one? The top left one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a d20. No.
Okay. You will miss as that ballista bolt goes sailing into the sea.
And for his bonus action, he is going to cast Shield of Faith and boost up
All right.
his AC.
Excellent. All right. After Narzel, we go to Ayla Taylor. What would you like to do, Ayla?
You gotta push the button to talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to myself mostly right now. Um, I do a
That's
lot of
valid.
that anyway.
They say that talking to yourself is the second sign of insanity. The first one is talking to other people.
Actually, had a psychologist tell me once that talking to yourself was fine. Even answering yourself was fine. The problem arrives is when you talk to yourself and then you turn and say, "What did you say?"
Too real? Too real?
will tell you a individual in my family has that problem. You met his avatar earlier today. All right, Ayla, what are you thinking to do?
Let's try, I don't know if I'm doing this right, spiritual weapon
Okay.
on, let's see, on the bottom one that's closest to the ship, bottom left.
All right, right there. Gotcha.
Okay, so
Be able to click on the spell there and hit cast. There you go. Excellent. And you'll strike this person for 9 force damage as this spiritual weapon slashes into her.
yay!
What does it look like?
What does your spiritual weapon look like? Is it... Yeah, I'm going to open that up to you. What would a spiritual weapon of your god look like?
A mighty sword.
Okay, mighty sword. All right.
I thought maybe it was gonna be a drumstick. All this chicken talk.
Dude,
Well, I thought about it, but I figured that's going to be my something else down the road. So this
Okay.
is the mighty sword that you would use to cut up the chicken.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, carving knife. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Carving knife.
that's
That. All right. So
It's all
Anything
about
else?
flavor.
See,
That's why-
chicken flavor.
That's it.
dark meat.
I like
Anyway,
that,
we're
right?
moving on from flavor. And did you want to move or anything else, Ayla?
I think I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay. It's Lauren Shonazeth.
Let's see. I think that I was considering seeing gust of wind, but I think the angle isn't. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm gonna save that for its concentration. Sorry, I am thinking out loud. I think I am gonna cast gust of wind, and I'm gonna point it in this direction. What I'll do.
All right. So casting gust of wind. Okay. And 60-foot long, 10-foot wide line. And you're doing it down towards the south here.
Yeah, toward the toward the closest person.
Okay.
Who's exactly 60 feet away.
So, all right. So they need to make a strength saving throw. Their strength saving throw results in a 20. They are not knocked away.
Okay. So it'll take longer for them to get here. Oh, we can live with that. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
All right. Twilight's call.
I continue to sail the boat.
Okay.
And I am not within 60 feet of anybody. And the likelihood of being able to shoot my bow while sailing the ship, I think, is less than ideal. So I look at Narzel and say, "You can do this," and I give Narzel a inspiration.
Okay. Excellent.
and it's
So-
1d6.
Anything else?
It's a purple dot for the inspiration.
Okay. So Narzul, give yourself a purple dot.
And I believe that's all I've got. Is continue to sail a ship. Does the ship move?
Yes, but they will keep pace,
Okay.
as they are not actually touching the water. They are flying.
Ah.
Miss Covet.
As she stands back here to protect her hubby, she is going to cast Eldritch Blast on this one down here.
Okay. Got it?
I get 2 shots for it now.
Please.
One,
Okay. And the second one,
2,
both
and
of those will hit.
then +5 because they're agonizing blast. So I don't know why it's not showing. Did it
Okay.
show?
It showed.
It showed.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, on the first one you rolled a 1. On the second one you rolled a 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
All right. You hear them cry, all 4 of them, infidels. And it is their turn. This one here, he's going to fly out of the wind to there, and then 35 feet to there. She gets to fly 45 feet. And we're going to attack. And each of them is going to do 1 thunderbolt at someone on the ship. So, roll 4d5. All right, so target selection. We go top down, left to right. So, target number 2 would be Covet. A 7 will miss Covet. Number 5 would be Aslarin twice. 1 and 2. A 24 to hit you, Aslarin.
That will hit.
It's going to be 11 lightning and 8 thunder. And then the last shot would be against Narzul. You would lose your gust. Narzul, does a 20 hit you?
No.
All right, that is the end of my turn. We go to Narzul.
And I'm guessing I want to use an action to reload the ballista if that's what I want.
It's a
to
bonus
do.
action. Yep. Bonus action to reload.
Alright. Bonus action, reload the ballista. And I'm gonna try to take another shot at this one in front of me.
Okay. And this is your die roll plus your dexterity mod. Okay.
Ah,
Plus the bardic inspiration.
You could use bardic inspiration. What's your dexterity?
my dexterity is +2.
Okay, so you're at 10. They have an AC of 15.
It's a D6 or D8?
It is a d6.
So you need a 5 or 6. You got it. Please roll 3d12. As you strike this person with a ballista bolt, she takes 20 damage. It tears through her side. You see ribs exposed. 3 of them go shattering off behind her. She winces in pain and points at you. You are mine.
I like a challenge. That's all I got.
Ayla?
Okay. Well, we did well with it before. Let's go with the same one that I hit before.
All right.
That would be the
Oh.
one down here on the left at the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
And come on, thing. My computer's giving me issues.
Okay. What are you thinking to do? Because I can click it for you if you need to. Sounds like her computer is giving her the shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
hopefully.
The weapon.
I'm sorry?
She cast the spiritual weapon.
Oh, she
Yeah.
got spiritual weapon. Got it.
Yeah. 23 for 11 damage.
Okay. So the spiritual weapon cuts into this woman once again, flaying some of the meat off her bones. She still has another action to do. If she wants to cast another spell, she can. Because that's a bonus action to do the spiritual weapon. So I would recommend doing Sacred Flame. Because that is an action.
Can you roll that?
I can.
Not you, but Ayla. Are you able to?
Are you able to cast the Sacred Flame?
Let me give her a call.
There it
There we
is.
go. She got it. All right. So their dexterity saving throw to avoid that. Yeah, apparently we just lost her voice. She can hear us, apparently. So the Sacred Flame comes down from the sky and roasts this person for 4 radiant damage. All right. Unless she wants to move, we will be moving to Islaren.
I'll stay where I am.
Excellent. We can hear you now. All right.
Yeah.
Islaren Shunzeth.
I think I am going to cast on Narzel and Ayla.
You're casting Bless on them. All right. Ayla, can I get you to click on your token right here? And when you do so, you're going to see a little drop down, and below that, there's a circle. I can get you to click on that and give yourself a yellow dot. That'll mean that your character is blessed, which means that you get to add an additional D4 whenever you roll certain things.
I see green, I see blue, I see red.
Maybe zoomed in a little far. We'll go ahead and I'll just pop it on there for you. There you go.
Appreciate that.
All good. After Islaren casts Bless, is there anything else you'd like to do with Islaren?
Many things I'd like to do, few things that I have the action economy or the ability to do at the moment, so I'll end my turn.
Okay. After Islaren, we go to Twilight's Call.
I'm going to look at this one and say, what do you call a stupid pirate? The pillage idiot.
With a 12, that hurts so much.
I should have rolled again. It should have been display. There you go. They have disadvantage on the next attack roll they make before the end of its turn.
Oh, yay.
Alright. So they suffered 5 psychic damage. They have disadvantage. Anything else you'd like to do, Twilight?
I will continue to sail the boat.
Okay. Coming on in.
Okay, so it was on this one he hit?
Correct.
That one up there.
Alright. Eldritch Blast it is. And I get to roll twice. I'm glad I get to roll twice.
Okay. The 16 will hit for 9. The second one hits for 14. Dang. Good job. Those 2 hits rock her. She is just standing there, and there are holes through her flesh and clothing that you can see her skeleton exposed. And she's still standing there, not indicating that she's hurt. She's not feeling the pain. You're just destroying her.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Okay, next. And see.
Okay. So we're going to roll our thunderbolts as they come closer. We're going to come up to the... Actually, we're going to throw thunderbolts first. So, roll 45. So, ooh, we're going to rock somebody's world. All right.
Damn.
Yeah. So target number 5 is this Slarin, and that's from the first one. The first one would be this person up here. So, trying to rock is Lauren. A 10 will miss Slarin. And then 3 shots against Twilight. The first one is disadvantage because of Vicious Mockery. So a 17 will miss you against your Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, they did.
Then the other 2 will shoot at Twilight's Call again. 1 and 2. Twilight's Call, you're going to suffer 22 damage as you suffer 18 lightning, 4 thunder.
That
All right. Then they're going to come to here, and these 2 see that they're losing and are going to head away. All right. Narzel.
Reload the ballista and take one more shot at this one,
Excellent.
please. No.
Oh, damn.
Nah.
The ballista's string break.
All right, I'm done. I don't want to touch this anymore.
It whips around, and you barely duck as it slashes against your armor, doing no damage to you because it's great armor. But should you have been unarmored here, that would have officially cut your head off.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, sir. That's really all I got.
Okay. We go to Ayla as we going to cross that one out. Ayla, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go with the one I've been beating up all the time, right here
Sure.
by beneath me,
Yes, ma'am.
and we're going to throw. Come on, thing. It's not liking me. I'm going to throw a spiritual weapon at her.
Okay. Spiritual weapon glides over. Tries to cut off another portion. And yep, we'll slash her for 8 force damage. You still have your normal action if you'd like. That's a bonus action to do the spiritual weapon. Would you like to cast that Sacred Flame again? Guessing that's a yes, and she's getting there.
I'm trying to get there. It's cutting up. All right, Sacred Flame.
Yes, ma'am.
There it goes.
Is all right. So dexterity saving throw means that he's going to or she's going to succeed, and she will take no damage from that. So unless you want to move, we would be going to Aslarin's turn.
We're going to stay right there.
All right, Miss Shunazath.
Right. I think I'm just gonna go for a quick swim off into the water and try to take her down with the trident.
Okay. You jump off the side of the ship and slash at her, destroying her. bones, only bones hit the water. There's nothing left of her, save for the bones. They will quickly sink below the surface. Can I get a perception check from you as they do? Excellent. Islarin, the bones that fall down into the depths, there's runes that appear on the bones and burn the bones as they sink, consuming them and turning them into dust.
So, no chance to grab one before it falls apart.
No. If you grab one, it will fall apart in your hands, and you'll take 1 point of fire damage.
I think I actually probably would try to grab one as soon as I saw the room, so I'll take that.
Okay.
I mean,
It falls apart in your hands.
Constitution.
You'll have a series of wounds. They're first-degree burns that are on your hand in the shape of the runes that were on that bone.
So then
Anything else
the
you'd like to-
runes would be. So would the runes be discernible, like on my hand, like if I were
Yes.
to read them later? Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's useful.
Up to the next day, yes.
I will.
You guys remember Indiana Jones, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just remember they're backwards.
Oh yeah, good point. I'm gonna try to climb back onto the ship because I don't really
Sure.
want to stay in the water when they're using lightning.
Yeah. Roll your athletics check. That'd be a 15. You're good.
Right. I'll end my
Okay.
turn there.
You go to Twilight's Call.
Alright, looking at this one, say, before you criticize someone, walk a mile in his shoes. That way you're a mile away and you have their shoes.
You can do better than that.
Oh,
she will
that
suffer
hurt.
psychic damage and die.
It's
And
honest
they're-
work.
The bones glitter with runes as they fall into the sea.
It's honest work.
Well, before I
Uh-huh.
evaluate that joke, do you mind if I borrow your shoes?
No.
Go ahead and take your inspiration for that one. That was good. All right. After Twilight's Call, we go to Covenant Munson.
Well. Alright. Well, she's gonna look at this one that's trying to run away. This one over here. And she's going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You will hit her twice. Is this one up top, right?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to take 21 damage. And get rocked. Anything else?
Come back here, you coward. And she ends scene.
Okay. Their turn. They are going to fly away and disappear among the waves. Can I get you guys to roll perception checks? You guys weren't looking for it, but over the last 30 seconds, that ship has caught up to you guys.
I've been sailing this
Oh.
entire time.
Yep. And they cast magic to catch up to you guys.
Counter spell?
As the ship comes closer, they drop great red banners that have an emblem on them. It's a round emblem of two sets of jaws consuming a map.
Hey, that looks like Narzel's armor.
It matches Narzul's emblem exactly.
Narzo?
I know nothing of this. I know nothing of this.
I didn't know you were seafarers.
I know nothing.
We seek battle in every shape and form. We want to take over a port city. What do you think we wanted to do that for?
Um,
Can you talk to them?
were these serpent ladies part of this group?
If they are, I've never met them. As for me
Someone shouts.
talking, sure.
Mhm.
I can try.
Someone shouts from the far ship. Narzul of the World Eaters, are you there?
I am? And who am I addressing?
I am Thonar of the Great Sea. Your presence is required.
For what task?
A face comes over the side, looks over at you. He's an orc, black skin, absolutely pitch black skin, white tusks, and he smiles at you. My friend, for conquest and glory.
Narzul kind of like looks back at everybody. That is a call from the War Master. I have to answer.
Where are they taking you?
Doesn't matter.
Return him when he is ready. But for now, we must call our brother to combat.
I guess we'll link up with you back in Australia.
That, or we could just weigh anchor and let me have a boat.
It's up to you, friend. Whatever you decide. Do you need... Why don't you get some information first, and maybe we can help you?
You really want to help conquer a place that you have visited. You understand that when I say that, I mean it in actuality. I was acting as a forward scout of sorts. There were a couple other targets, sure, but Marsha is prime.
Are you sure you want to do this?
We want a home, just like everybody else. We have tried to do it diplomatically, and it has always backfired for us. So it's time we finally do things the way we've always meant to be doing things. By force. All I ask is that you remain neutral, and if you get hired, so be it. If you do and we meet in the field of battle, I will come at you with the same intensity that I've come with every other enemy that we have faced.
There has to be another way.
Good luck. Have fun.
Hush
Well,
you.
that's- Reality is not something you can ask of me.
I'm always going to protect.
Then, when we meet, I'm sure we will, may your chosen God bless you over mine. Should mine choose to bless me over yours, I cannot promise anything.
Rope is thrown onto your deck. No grappling hook, just a rope.
Is there any way that we can finish our quest with you before you go?
When the call is made, any that swear allegiance to us have to answer. It's not something that can wait. I'm sorry. And
You
for
hear
what
a
it's worth,
voice. You hear Thonar's voice. Are you bringing your friends?
no. I travel alone now.
Then come aboard, so you may continue your travels alone once we are done with our conquest.
Just one moment, and Narzo will kind of go to everybody and offer his hand. Whether they take it or not, he just kind of nods. He's like, it's whatever the future may hold, know that it was an honor to fight with you up to this point.
Shakes your
You
hand.
have honor remaining. Not a path that you have to choose.
You can make your own home.
When
My
your
home.
call is done, find us, and we'll continue on.
You will always be worthy of honor in our sight.
You may feel differently next time we meet. It's a pity that I only just recently met you. But I wish you safe journeys, truly. And with that, Narsil grabs the rope and ties it. And I want to say, like a man, he just kind of like grabs it and like fucking pulleys himself over there.
Yep.
She runs over to the edge. Just stay away from coffee, my friend.
I have no desire for that drink ever again.
As he jumps over the side, all the slack is pulled out of the rope. He never touches the water. Instead, his feet hit the side of the red ship, and he climbs aboard the ship.
That just, she has her hands on the side of the ship, on the rail, and just shakes her head.
To each their own. Their own call, their own purpose.
And with that, Thonar reaches out to shake your hand and your arm and waves at the Emirazi's revenge, and the red ship will turn away from yours. That's where we're going to end for today.